Inspired by the audiobook Mythos by Stephen Fry, I made this painting of Pan, the god of the wild.
Mythos by Stephen Fry.
I've always been interested in Greek mythology. I just listened to Mythos by Stephen Fry. I bought the book on iTunes. It is his retelling of Greek mythology in his own unique way. One of the stories is about Pan, the god of wild, shepherds and flocks, nature of mountain wilds, hunting and rustic music, and companion of the nymphs. I really love the voice of Stephen Fry and how he tells the old stories in a more contemporary way. After that, I also bought the newest audiobook of Stephen Fry called Heroes, Mortals and Monsters, Quests and Adventures. When I bought the audiobook on iTunes, I found out that the audiobook was produced by Audible. Since I don't have the time to read books because I'm always drawing and painting, I looked into the membership of Audible. I'm not a big fan of memberships, but I found Audible quite reasonable. So I signed up for a free membership. I wish I had done that earlier because then I could have listened to Mythos for free. You can also listen to this audiobook for free. All you have to do is sign up for a free trial membership using the link in the description. Audible has a huge library of great audiobooks you can choose from. When you follow the link and sign up, you will get 2 free audiobooks to start. After 30 days, you get an audiobook a month for $14.95 a month. You will receive 30% of the price of additional audiobooks you purchase. And you can cancel it at any time. A member's book is yours to keep, even if you cancel the membership. Since I already bought Mythos and Heroes on iTunes, I was looking for other books to read by Stephen Fry, or to listen to by Stephen Fry. He also recorded all of the Harry Potter books by J.K. Rowling. But when I looked further, I found out that he also narrated the complete works of Arthur Conan Doyle's Sherlock Holmes. So I used my free credit for that book. It has almost 73 hours of audio. But let's get back to the painting of Pan. It's an interesting story. I actually first wanted to make a painting of Peter Pan. But when I looked further, I discovered that Peter Pan was inspired by the stories of Pan. Before I knew it, I was reading a lot of Greek mythology stories and about the origins of Pan. When I was making this painting, I was listening to Mythos by Stephen Fry, and all of a sudden he dedicated a chapter to Pan. Pan is the god of the wild, shepherds and flocks, nature of mountains wilds, hunting and rustic music, and companion of the nymphs. He is son of Hermes, the god of trade, heraldry, roads, trickery, and travels, to name a few. He is also messenger of the gods. He has winged sandals and can fly. Pan's mother is the faun-like nymph Dryope. Pan is a satyr or faun. His upper body is human and he has goat-like legs and horns on his head. As a young child, Pan was teased and humiliated because of his looks. I found out a very interesting story. It's about the origins of the pan flute called Syrinx. One day, Pan was walking around the forest in Arcadia, and Eros, the god of love, decided to shoot a love arrow into Pan's heart. When Pan walked on, he saw the beautiful nymph Syrinx. He immediately fell in love and chased her. Syrinx was a virgin and could not let Pan near her. Pan chased her from Mount Lycaeum all the way to the river. To escape Pan, she let her sisters help her out. When Pan tried to grab Syrinx, her sisters turned her into reed. When the air blew through the reeds, it produced a plaintive melody. Pan, still infatuated, took some of the reeds, because he could not identify which reed she became, and cut 7 pieces, joined them side by side in gradually decreasing lengths, and formed the musical instrument bearing the name of his beloved Syrinx. Henceforth, Pan was seldom seen without it. It was this very moment I wanted to capture in the painting, the confusion on Pan's face when he grabs the reeds. I first made a thorough sketch of Pan. To make this painting believable, I used a lot of reference. Sometimes you can find that online or when you go outside. When I was working on the sketch, I biked along a river and saw some great reeds and water lilies. I took a picture of it. I was looking for reeds that were stepped on. The painting is a moment in time. It is the moment that Pan has chased Syrinx through the reeds and sits at the riverbank. Later on I changed the background because this takes place in Arcadia, and Arcadia is a dreamlike place. It's a romanticized place, but when I was looking for Arcadia, it is a real place. It's somewhere in Greece, and it's a sort of a valley. And I just was looking for a lot of pictures, and Arcadia has been painted by a lot of different painters. So I looked at a lot of old paintings to see what Arcadia would look like, but I decided to make my own version of Arcadia. And this is a younger version of Pan, because most of the time it's an older man with a beard and it looks very fearsome, but I just wanted to depict a more youthful Pan, a little bit more innocent. So this is his first try at love. In his left hand he is holding her dress. I first made a rough sketch of it and later shot a picture of me holding a bedsheet. I used that picture as a reference to paint the dress. When you paint skin, you always have to look for the right values, and sometimes it's very subtle, and especially the sun is coming from the left behind, so the face of Pan is a little bit in shadow, but you also have some rim lights on the left of his face, and because this is outside and the sun is shining, it has more of a yellow value to the entire painting. But the sun also reflects from the ground up and also from the water. So the shadows underneath are a little bit more blue because that's of the reflection of the water. And you have different kind of reflections making up the color of the skin and the color of everything you see in a painting, because color is just relative. I may do some other mythology paintings. I'm now listening to Heroes by Stephen Fry, and you can also listen to that on Audible. So if you're very interested in mythology or other books, Audible is a great source, to find great books. And the great thing about that is when you're painting, sometimes I just listen to music, but it's also great, to just play an audiobook, and then you don't have to read it. You can just keep on painting, and you also will listen to a book. I'll leave a link in the description box down below to Audible. It's the trial version. You can, check it out for a month for free and get a free book. It is an affiliate link, so I will make some money of it. It's a very small amount, but it helps me to make videos for this YouTube channel. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like it, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, because each time I upload a new video, you get a notification. Drawing is fun, and practice makes perfect. See you next time. Doodles!